Yeah!
One, two, three, four.
Hey! So now you got me all figured out, but what are your sources? I'm a cylinder flow on my own. Ha! I think you should know this. 'Cause if there's one thing I adore, it's when others think that they got me all figured out, but they don't know. Goodness, I live in my truth. I let the seed there just drop. Ha! Go ahead, keep thinking you're hearing facts, but you're just hearing voices. I don't waste my sweet breath on defense, but hey, we both got choices. Any line I've got to stick and not go by. Whatever others say behind my back, well, that's none of my business. 'Cause if there's one thing I adore, it's when others think that they got me all figured out, but they don't know. And this I live in my truth. I love to see them just drop. Ha! Oopsie me, I'm showing my true colors right before your eyes. Run with that excitement you feel. Your first encounter with what's real. 'Cause if there's one thing I adore, it's when others think that they got me all figured out, but they don't know. And as I live in my truth, I love to see them just drive up. And if I got time, I will show them what living authentically is. But most of the time, their actions don't impress me. To show them the rest. Hey. Cause if there's one thing I adore, it's when others think that they got me all figured out, but they don't know. And as I live in my truth, I let the seed there just drop. Ha! Yeah!
All right, thank you guys. Awesome. Hello, everybody. My name is Davey. You are watching Mic Check, a show from Setlist. If you are watching this for the very first time and you're wondering, what the hell am I even watching? Mic Check is a live stream where we get local bands, such as Love Letter, who we have in the studio today. And we live stream them doing a set, and it's really cool. And if for whatever reason, if you're watching the video version and you're like, oh man, I want to make the streams, go to setlistmedia.com or Setlist Media, or official Setlist Setlist on Instagram and other socials. You'll be able to catch when we're doing this. But today, I am really happy to tell you guys that we have Love Letter here in the studio with us. How are you doing, everybody? Yeah, Matt, appreciate you guys being here. You guys, I've seen you perform a few times actually live because you actually are good friends with my girlfriend Faith Marina. So I've seen you perform a few times. I was really excited to see that you guys reached or filled out the form, and and we got in touch and got you guys in the studio. So for anyone who may have never heard you guys' music before, what can well, they already got a little bit of a taste, but what can we expect from the rest of your set today?
Yeah, we're going to be showing you guys some of our original songs that give off the oldies vibe. That our genre would be souldies, oldies, a little bit R&B and funk. So we're going to be bringing some songs with some high energy, overall a positive message within the lyrics. And then we're going to have some more slow jams that kind of resemble the old sound of like oldies music.
Awesome. Yeah, super excited to hear the rest of your set. I'm going to stop talking so you guys can just get to it. But while we have everybody here watching, where can they find you after the live stream's done?
Oh yeah, after this they can find us on Instagram and TikTok. Love Letter Music 24/7 is our username, and we should be performing at River Park on June 6th. So follow us on Instagram and you'll get those details as far as what time and our other shows moving forward.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll have more questions for you later on in the stream, but I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to give it right back to y'all.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you. We're happy to be here. Hello, everyone. We are Love Letter. And today I'd like to share with you all a story about the two worlds that combine make me who I am today. In my case, Texas and Oaxaca. So if any of this resonates with you, please feel free to sway.
of life celebrations. All relatives are all welcome. For my quinceañera was filled with familiar faces. Take care of each other, 'cause that's how we raise. Enjoying the good times even on busy days. I know it could even what misunderstood. I know it I'll look back on those days with a smile on my face. Surrounded my people, warm embrace. Those two worlds combined make me who I am today. From oldies to cumbias, qué hermosa mi vida. I know it could even when it's understood. I know it
This next song is Give Me Your Love.
Love again. It's alright. So I'm gonna give you my love. Give you my love. The one to stand beside you. Show you it's for real. I want to give you my love. Give you my love. You're a child.
Stand beside you.
You're the gate.
It's for real.
It's alright. So I'm gonna give you my love. Give you my love.
If I'm
Oh,
the one to stand beside you.
show you
It's for real.
what's mine. So I'm gonna give you my love. Give me your love.
Ooh, this next song is called Just Be True. After you're going to have more questions for us?
You guys ready right now? Or are we gonna cool? Awesome. All right, thank you guys. So I am wondering, your guys' sound, where are your inspirations driven from, and what was it like kind of coming together as a group and really honing in like what makes the Love Letter sound what it is?
Okay.
Start with your influences, Jasmine. Go
Okay,
ahead.
yeah. So I think we should all share our influences because we all have different artists in particular. My influences are Etta James, Aretha Franklin, Amy Winehouse. Those have been more of the pillars as far as like who I've followed when it comes to soul. Smokey Robinson, the old school vibe. And yeah, what about you, Eric?
I wasn't ready to say mine, but I guess I can do it.
Yeah, I feel like all of us should share our artists.
I really kind of just, like as far as our sound and stuff like that, because I think it was your question too, like how do we shape our sound? Yeah, like at first we were doing covers of like indie rock covers, alternative rock covers. And then Jasmine me and her had talked like outside of practice and she wanted to do some soul music. So kind of just bringing that in and just bringing the stuff that I was listening to at the time, which was like more of the soul-y stuff, like These Sacred Souls, Brain Story, Jason Joshua. So these were the groups that I was listening to at the time, and started just kind of bringing a couple of songs. And then from there, I found out that Johnny had a love for the same type of music as well, like the East Side Story, like compilation. Like so, you're talking about like groups like the Midnighters. The Persuaders, Isley Brothers. So yeah, I don't know who wants to go next. Influences. I don't think he has a mic, so can you bring it to him?
Yeah,
So you can
I got you.
Yeah, so I think I'm the least person that listened to soldies and old music like that. I had heard a couple back in in the early days, of course, but I never really grew up listening to it. I listen more to the modern Sinceres, the Altons, Joey Quinones, Duran Jones. So that's been kind of like my inspiration towards what we've been bringing to our sound. Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Cool. And then yourself?
Yeah, I think for me, so like Eric said, I grew up listening to this music. My dad would have it on 24/7. So for some of the songs you're going to hear like a lot of Curtis Mayfield for the guitar parts, or you're going to hear like Ron Isley from the Isley Brothers, those kind of guitar leads that you'll see. I would say anything Motown when funk happened, and separated from Motown, all those oldies and everything upbeat. That's just that's my jam. So when Jasmine said that she wanted to write soul music, I was let's do it. Why not? Yeah. So that's where it comes from. Yeah.
Right on. And so when it came time to take all your influences and make your first songs, was that process kind of a learning curve, or did it kind of just mesh together pretty easily?
It was a learning curve.
Yeah, definitely a learning curve. But we all really figured out each other's learning, I guess not abilities, but just kind of what helps most with us all musically, because we're all different kinds of musicians, like music by ear, music by knowing, how to play note music. And so we all really collaborated with one another to figure out how to create that sound. And then since then, it's just been a straight shoot flow. It just took a little bit of communication, a lot of bit of communication. And from there, it just grew tremendously.
A lot of those early drafts were not good. It was a lot of trial and error on that first part. There was a couple times where we were practicing it in one of the guest rooms in my house, and we were stuck on, I think it was song number 2 or number 3 or something like that, and we were just going and going, like, man, this sounds too rock, it sounds too indie, it doesn't sound soul enough. So we were cycling through all kinds of different trials and errors, and finally we got some kind of formula down.
Yeah. Do you guys remember like the moment where you were kind of like, oh fuck, this is it? Like lightning in a bottle type deal?
Oh.
I think we all kind of have something a little different. I'll say mine real quick, and then I'll pass
go
it off
ahead,
to them.
go ahead.
But we were writing one of the songs you guys will hear later on, This Ain't It, and we were in Eric's studio at his house, and we were coming up with the chords, and it sounded a little neo-soul, and then we tweaked it a little bit, and Eric came up with this really cool chorus line to it for the chords, and we'd all just kind of listen back to what we recorded, and we're like, oh man, okay, this is kind of the sound. And I think that was song number 3 or number 4, something like that. So that's mine. I don't know what the rest of the band has.
Wow, right on.
Yeah. It's hard for me to say. I feel like I've been so optimistic through this whole thing that just whenever, I wouldn't say so much of a song, just when we were able to start freestyling with one another is when I was like, we're going to do something really cool together. And that's just for me what really sparked. I guess if it came down to a song, it would be the song we just sang, Give You My Love. That's the one that I was like, ooh, this is fun. Like, this is going to continue to be fun. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Do you guys have like a similar kind of moment?
Yeah, so for me, same thing, it was in particular a song called This Ain't It, and I remember they sent me, what I had recorded, and I was listening to it in my car, actually. I was just driving, I was listening to it, and I just could not take it off repeat. It was like one of those that I was like, wow, like I could listen to this like every day and like not get tired of it. So I think that's kind of, made it click for me. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And do you have one yourself?
I think just all the stuff we were just writing just all together. Yeah, like a lot of the versions weren't really polished or good. I don't know which mic I should be talking into. In between both, okay. It's like a press conference, like multiple people. Okay. I would just say, honestly, it's just a mixture because for me, this is like I've been in multiple bands, and so like the process, like I look at it a little differently than the rest of the band. I think AB is the only one that's been in the band besides me, and so like the process to write with the band and figure out that chemistry and just kind of figure out each other's quirks, I think is a good thing in the songwriting process. Like being honest with each other and saying, hey, maybe we need to change this, or that doesn't work. That's great. That's something that we can mold into something great. Is just kind of like that constructive criticism and that communication that they were talking about and doing that whole process. And for me, it's always just been song is like, okay, this has got potential. And then out of nowhere, like Jasmine will do something, or AB or someone will just do something in the group. And then for me, it's just like, oh, and then everything just kind of just clicks in. So it wasn't one song for me. It was just the multiple ones. And just as we continue, even now, the songs that we had are older, they get better and better over time. Like Jasmine's just something different, or AB, just anyone just does something different, and then it just like it's just that one little piece we didn't know that we're missing, and it just clicks in. And to me, like I love all of our songs. It's just it's hard to say if there's just one that was just like, oh shit, this is our sound, because I think they're all very different. If you're a fan of the genre and you listen to all this type of music, you'll hear the different influences. And while we're not trying to be like, we want to, we have a Soldies influence and always influence it. There's a rock influence in it. There's blues influences. There's other influences that are kind of permeating into our sphere, and we're just absorbing it. And if it sounds, I think the rule is if it sounds good, we do it. I think that's kind of been our thing. Yeah.
Definitely. Awesome. Well, yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. We got a good amount of more songs coming up, so I'm gonna hand it back to y'all, and enjoy everybody watching at home.
Everybody should have a choice on how they live their life. I'm gonna use that voice, that sweet voice of mine. Everybody should have a choice on how they live their life. I'm gonna use that voice, that sweet voice of mine. I'll keep myself on a pedestal. Won't need to invite others to join. Among everybody, look where the space of living. Everybody should have a choice on how they live their life. I'm gonna use that voice, that sweet voice of mine. Everybody should have a choice on how they live their lives. I'm gonna use that voice, that sweet voice of mine. So take some time for yourself, baby. I promise it's worth the investment. I have every moment. Let your pleasure come. Everybody should have a choice on how they live their life. I'm gonna use that voice, that sweet voice of mine. Everybody should have a choice on how they live their lives. I'm gonna use that voice, that sweet voice of mine.
This next song is This Ain't It. Johnny and Abe's favorite song.
Yes, this is the one I was talking about.
I'd find would just start another fight. I couldn't stay. This ain't love. Time is set in the future. I see it now. No. Losing my mind like you wanted from the start. Locked in strung out. Strung I said maybe just one more time we'll get to enjoy another night. I could wait. I could wait. Don't do this, that's not right. What I'd find would just start another fight. I should have stayed. This ain't love. I said maybe just one more time we'll get to enjoy another night. I could wait. I could wait. Don't do this, that's not right. What I'd find would just start another fight. I should have stayed. This ain't Our next song is Love Bomb. fast. Goodbye, darling baby. I knew that I was not crazy, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. True color set you far away. There was no way I could stay, 'cause you shot a sight you hid from me. Now our story is a tragedy. My universe is mine, don't try to breach. It was not love, now I can see. Because you made your choice, I had to go. I'm still here with my voice, had to go. This is a result of your love bomb.
So thanks, guys. Yeah. So again, for anyone who may just be tuning into the stream, we are joined with Love Letter. So I do have some more questions for y'all. So I want to know how important is it, because we talked a lot about the music and in the creation of putting together the band and your sound. How important is the presentation for the music itself and packaging it? Because just by watching you guys perform today and in the times that I've seen you guys live, you guys have a lot of. It feels like you're really honing in a lot of the visual aspect of watching you live as well. From the from the strings being like these vibrant blues to the microphone that you're using to the lights that you've brought in. How important is it for you guys to not only sound good but also the performance aspect of it? What went into the thought process of that?
Yeah, it's definitely, we take into perspective of having the aesthetic and also bringing a visual experience to our audience and those who are wanting to watch us perform. I guess it's just the artists and all of us thinking about these finer details that when people are watching a live band, they're not only hearing the sound, they're also being entertained to some degree. And sometimes visuals, even such as color touches, add to that. And I feel brings a different experience to the viewer. Guys, do you have anything to say to that?
Yeah, I'd say, a lot of the times, especially, you've seen us live, we try to coordinate our outfits, or like you said, the guitars are coordinated to some degree. A lot of it, also kind of pays tribute to, what they did back in the day, like the Temptations or, any of these other groups, the Miracles, and, the list goes on, right? How they were all presented very, very well. And, that's something that we want to pay homage to and, be able to put our little twist on it. And that coupled with, it's a 4-piece band. We want to make sure that we sound big, that we look big, and really just bring as much noise as possible in a good way. So that's kind of where it comes from.
Yeah, thank you. Was there any learning curves when it comes to practicing it? Because I've even noticed during the performance, you guys are raising guitars at the same time, or guitars and bass at the same time. And what went into the practice of that and putting it together? What were those conversations like?
Yep, that's an Eric question.
So, it kind of goes to what they're both saying. It's we want to bring and have this package that of course and foremost sound good, right? Yeah. And then on top of that, when we're performing, you want to be excited, you want to be entertained. People we might look at ourselves as artists, and but there's an entertainment aspect too that just isn't. How do I say it? It just isn't really something that's celebrated anymore, unless it's bigger productions. But looking at just some of the acts that we're trying to follow footsteps in that have kind of revived this movement, a lot of them even dress up. We see that with the Sinceres, for example. They're always G'd up, they're always looking good, and it's something that I think we just want to do. And if we dress up, I feel because I know I think AB, all of us, we have family and friends that come out, and we want to look good, and we want them to look good and feel good too. So it's an affair. I think when we're playing someplace like the Howlin' Wolf, for example, we really want to coordinate our outfits and create that atmosphere of just feeling good about yourself and looking good, and celebrating music that you usually hear in a backyard. To us, one of the guys that was listening to us recently, him and his partner at Howlin' Wolf, they were telling me outside that it just reminds them of being in the backyard barbecue on a Sunday with family, and it's a slow jam, and then there's a funky one, you know, and it's just like all these different things, and whatever's playing, whatever's rolling, everyone's just chilling and having a good time. And to take that like informality of like a casual backyard family barbecue and bring it in and dress it up and honor the homage, like Johnny was saying, to the other groups, is what we do. Look at AB, he's always looking fresh. Like he's always got the hat and the sunglasses. Like he's always looking fresh, you know, and I think that's like important to do that, to coordinate and be proud of what we're doing, not only as artists, but as entertainers. And the movements you're talking about, like, send it to me question, but Jasmine's a dancer too. Like we're both dancers. And so like for us, like having, like we're making music people to dance to, if it's slow dancing, if it's the you know, the elbows up, whatever it is, like that element, we wanted to bring that on stage and not just kind of sit there and just nodding our heads. But
That's me.
Yeah,
I'm learning.
Yeah, he's learning. Who knows, like in a few months, we might have him doing some like Jackson 5 type stuff, right? Yeah. Like really moving. And when people see you do that on stage, it encourages people to get off their seats and off the wall, and they have a good time to dance too. And that's, I mean, you've been to our shows, you see people dance to some of the songs, and that's what we always want, is just people to feel energized and feel, I don't know what the word is, feel seen, like by us, and we see them. It's that energy that's feeding back and forth. So best foot forward, some choreography, some coordinating the outfits, wearing cool hats. It all adds up, you know. And yeah, and sometimes we coordinate our outfits and let Jasmine sparkle, and she, you know, we'll kind of sit in the back and wear neutral tones, and she comes in with just these beautiful outfits, and it's all part of the show. All part of the show.
Definitely. The energy is palpable for sure whenever, you know, I watch you guys perform. And so I really appreciate that kind of aspect to it. I said let's just jump right back into the songs and then, you know, come back for more questions. And yeah, I'm just handing it right back to y'all.
Cool.
What's next?
Doing nothing. Ooh. If it comes to easy, take some time to think who's really benefiting off the moment that you're winning. I know it's hard to be the change of your own destiny. In reality, baby, you got more power than you think. Well, stay, it's not a night that you're living the dream. One hand did something, there's a price to pay. If I gamble what I've got, I just may lose everything. I know that self-destruction, it feels so good within. Sweet This next song is called Rose Colored Glasses.
No, that's to my life.
this next song.
Want to introduce it?
Go ahead, Johnny, go ahead.
So this next song we wrote, it's self-titled Love Letter. Now, when you listen to this song, pay attention to the lyrics and what essentially the vibe we wanted to go for. Just old, slow, old-fashioned love song. You know, I think Eric said it best. One of the times we played live, he said, you know, nowadays it's hitting people up in the DMs, right, and not being able to, you know, be romantic about, you know, reaching out to a potential partner or someone that you find attractive. So, you know, with this song, it's you're sending out those love notes and you're writing down your thoughts or what you want to say to the person, and you know, putting in the effort to put the stamp on and the return address. Hopefully, it doesn't get returned. You know what I mean? But you know, you're putting who it's to, and you're putting a lot more thought into it, and the anticipation of getting that note back. And essentially, those are love letters, and what better way to write a song self-titled love letter than something like that. So it sounds like this, okay?
The things you share, how what could have been to what happened? You express yourself so well. I'm a big girl, I know what you need. On the summer day, an envelope showed up for me. I got your love letter. It had me feeling kind of strange. How do you do that to me? I got your love letter. It felt like yesterday. You whispered my name. I get it now. Let's see this through. Time will be proof of giving us what we need. I read everywhere. Show me this world. Promise with me. On the summer day, an envelope showed up for me. I got your love letter. It had me feeling kind of strange. How do you do that to me? I got your love letter. It felt like yesterday. You whispered my name. I got it there, This next song is called Humble. Oh, we got a guitar switch out coming.
So that means that we got to stall.
Yeah.
This is new. This is the first time I'm trying this. So
It's
All
okay,
right, well,
go ahead.
while you do that, we can ask last set of questions, and then I believe you got 3 tracks after this.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's just yeah. So I wanted to expand on kind of the questions we've been asking before, and we talked a lot about the music and the presentation of it and putting it together. And one thing I like to ask other musicians or other creatives is, where do you find the time to put it together? There's only so much time in the day. So how do you balance your personal lives, your day jobs, and the band? What comes with trying to make time for that? How do you guys manage to do it?
Yeah, so we practice twice. Well, when we are in the writing process, we practice twice a week. Once during the week and later in the evening, and we be sure to finish before it's too late in the night. And then on Sundays, we make time typically in the afternoon or sometimes evening. But yeah, we make time twice a week, and we got to hustle through it. Right now, we're doing once a week, and we've just been running the set, and that's how we've been working it in.
Yeah, definitely. And where does that passion come from for each of you, personally, to, at least for, speaking for myself, is, job wise, love what I do, but sometimes I'm still looking at the clock thinking, man, I can't wait to do, set list stuff or do other creative projects. So where does that drive come from you guys personally?
Where does the drive come from when it comes to continuing, while we're not doing our creative process, you mean, or?
Yeah, just either making the time for it or just doing the music. Where does that that drive to be creativity? Does it come from a place of just wanting to perform, or just the process of putting it together?
Oh yeah. I would say that the place of expression, just being able to express. If when it comes to soul music, there's lots to be soulful about: joy, sadness, frustration, all that kind of stuff. So when it comes to the writing process, it's a perfect place to just release all of those emotions. Whether it be writing a song or running the set, sometimes just playing the music releases a lot, at least for me. You guys have anything to say to that?
Defer to my attorney over there on the drums.
What a typical week looks like for us is Johnny never stops writing music. I'm usually the one that's all right, we can't write any more music, or we gotta focus on the ones we have. And but yeah, every now and then Johnny will send a little guitar riff that he's been working on throughout the week, and he'll send that to the group chat. Eric will put in his bass notes and send that back to the group chat, and I listen to that. I'm like, man, I can't wait until I get off from work and get on the drums and see what I can put together. And by the time we come to practice, it's all this pent up energy that we've been excited throughout the entire week to practice what we wrote and share what we what we've thought of during the week with everyone at practice. So I think that's usually what a typical week for us looks like.
Yeah, it's a lot. Imagine a lot of sharing. Dude, I have this crazy idea. I can't wait for y'all to hear it. Yeah, a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, and like I said, Johnny or Eric will be the ones that. It seems like they never sleep because they're always practicing music, and sometimes practice will be over and we'll go home, but Jenny and Eric will stick around and pound in those extra hours and continue to write stuff. And by the time we show up to practice the next time, there's already 2 or 3 other songs that they've been working on, just in that little time frame. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So what about you guys? How do you balance all that time in the week, and what keeps you going?
I teach. I'm a professor at City College. So anyone who's in education, especially if they're a teacher, they know that your job never ends. Yeah. So I just try to put my email notifications on hold, and I'll just go and just start playing. I have an acoustic guitar in my living room. So even if I'm watching TV, I'll have an instrument in my hand, and or I'll go into the studio space where we practice and just start cranking on something. And it's just I'll be listening to the ad comes on and it's an old song that I liked, and then that just gets me fired up, and into the studio I'll go or just write. And then it's just the passion never dies, right? For me, it just, I live for this. Music is my life. Music saved my life, and I'll never stop doing it. I'll never stop playing. I'll never stop trying and just having fun with it. So it's a fire that burns 24/7. We got music in us at all times, right? Our heartbeat, right? So for me, the wheels are constantly cranking, and to the detriment, I think, of sometimes the well-being of the band. Between me and Johnny, we're just hey, here's this, here's that, here's this. Or Johnny will hit me up. He's like, what do you think about this? And I'm like, hold on, let me work on it. I'll come back, and then I'll give it to him, and then he'll come back, and then we're just kind of back and forth. And all of a sudden, when we're not supposed to have a new song, we'll have a new song because it's like we have. I mean, as you can tell, we have so many songs. Like it's just we have like at least 10 more ideas just cooking up of original music, and so it never dies. It's always an ongoing process, and I feel really blessed to be with 3 other people in the band that are able to want to match that energy and want to work hard to keep these things going. Johnny's like, he's my partner in crime when it comes to the songwriting. So yeah, it's just something that, I mean, he can attest to it. It's just, last summer, I think, or the first summer, because I've been a band for 2 years, the first summer, he was over my house like a lot. And we were just writing, and we just, I mean, half of those things we don't even use anymore, I don't think, kind of like half of those stuff they're just there.
There's some of the things that we had to discard or we just changed because, and I didn't mean to take the mic and go back over there after this. There's some of the things, that we said, oh, you know what, this doesn't work, or let's, change it this way. That was built all that entire summer. And it'd be like, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd still be there. And the poor neighbors, and shout out to my wife for being so understanding. But yeah, it was just, like you said, passion never dies. And, we got so many different things coming out. And, at least on my side of the writing process, it's like, it's just to fill like an empty space in my head. And there's always some kind of tune or some kind of melody in my head. And I'm like, I got to get this on paper, or I got to get this on my vocal notes. I have ran out of cloud space because I have so many different just notes on on the recording. So now it's to soothe my son, who's an infant, 'cause he might not like the music, but hopefully it's good enough to put him to sleep. And if it's good enough to put him to sleep, then, it's good sound for the rest of the people to hear. So that's my take on it.
Yeah. How many songs do you think you got in the vault at this point?
I think we probably got about another, between the two of us, about another 15 just kind of ready to go, or about ready to add certain parts into it. And then, I think both of us have a ton of ideas left in the tank to, make another 20 songs after that, for sure.
There's just so many influences.
There's
just so many influences, and like I'll ask Jasmine, like, who are you listening to? Like, me and her chop it up, like outside of the studio, and she's like, oh, this and that, right? Or like AB, once in a while he'll bring in a band, and then like we tried jamming. He had a song that he really liked. Actually, the next song that we're gonna play was kind of inspired by a Black Pumas song that he showed us, right? Was it Black Pumas? Yeah, that's right. So the next one is like kind of inspired by that. It's just always sharing, always thinking about music in that way. It's not writing, but like we have so much stuff left because there's so many different influences. And like I said, it's just like a radio in the backyard, like when the people still use radios, right? Yeah. Or someone's Pandora, and they'll put in like, I don't know, like Santana or like war radio, and then it's cranking out like, war and Santana, but then all of a sudden you'll get Smokey Robinson and you'll get Aretha Franklin or Etta James. And so like that's for us, all these influences. And I think it's great that we're in a band that we don't want to we're going to sound just like the Midnighters and that's it. That's all we're going to do is just these like slow lowrider oldies and that's it. Like we're like, let's do funk. Let's do one that's inspired by Kool and the Gang. Let's do one that's inspired by Rufus and Shaka Khan. So it's just all those different influences, and we're like, okay, let's do it. And it's just like, it's the same demographics gonna like it, because even though they're very different energies, they're still gonna be, I still hear it on like my auntie or uncle's radio in the backyard when I was a kid. So that's always keep in mind. Or in a car when people used to cruise on Kings Canyon. Shout out to the old folks back in the day. So yeah, it's always gonna keep coming.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, again, appreciate you guys for coming in. We have about 3 songs left, right, in the set list. So let's go and just play them all out. We'll do some closing remarks. And and for anyone who's watching at home, again, this is Love Letter. Definitely check them out. And then we'll come back and get you guys' socials and where they can find you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys.
This next song is called Humble.
Excuse me, I got something to say. Part to me or part to you today. I look at that pain in the face. 'cause time keeps on flying my respectfully. I'm wide awake in this game. Oh, I know I've got to feel humble. I said I've got to feel humble, so I'll stay humble. You know when you're present, it's feeling stagnant. Trees barely green, the vision's blurry. Well, I found comfort in looking to the ground. Those steps kept on coming, I could barely see. Now my life is clear as day. Oh, I know I've got to live humble. I said I've got to be humble, so I'll stay humble. Give it up for Johnny on the guitar. So now that you've heard what I got to say, welcome to this chapter of our journey. I won't take this present for granted. What a time to be wild. No longer surviving, baby, I'm thriving. Oh, I know I've got to feel humble. I said I've got to feel humble, so I'll stay humble.
Change one more time and then we're good.
Our next song is called There's a Solution. This is one of our early written songs.
Yeah, it was like our fourth or fifth one.
Yeah.
It went through how many different different changes in it.
Oh, so many changes.
I think we went through maybe 10 changes in the song, a couple band location changes until we got it just in the...
Maybe share what it's about if you feel like it, Jasmine.
Oh.
I think it's beautiful. Share it.
Oh, well, okay. Well, there's a solution comes from saying my dad tells me that there's a solution to everything except for death. As long as we're still alive, there's something that can help us with our problems. And it's just always helped me stay in a positive mindset, even amongst some of the darkest times. So when it comes to this song, I put into perspective my own experiences and observations of others that I have seen that give me the idea that we're all figuring out different solutions to overcome our problems. And not everyone had someone who had an elder who gave them that particular saying, but they're still doing the dang thing. And so this song is paying respect to all of those who are doing the dang thing, and that there is a solution to everything.
You taking the highs and taking the lows?
Sure, why not? Let's give it a shot.
All right. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and...
But we'll always push through, even when you disagree. There's a solution to everything, according to my melody. Humble roots are foundation to a strong family tree. Some positivity, even when it's brief. Take a deep breath, just for a moment. Let your mind be cool. Scattered mind walking into honesty. The body gets tired, but tonight we all rest easy. I'll take myself somewhere else, having patience with myself. Some positivity, even when it's brief. Take a deep breath, just for a moment. Let your mind be cool. Keep my heart and soul in a state of dreaming. I've encountered a few cultures too. Crazy how we all find peace. Despite different lives, our courage continues to rise.
Coming to our last song. It's called Can You See?
Can you see me now? That I'm only human, not made from a mold, but I'm built with courage. So I've taken some time to think about my actions, and I've come to a conclusion. Heck yeah, I used to know everything about what makes the world go. And I've taken some time to understand that don't reap what you sow, and I've got a little bit to go. Yeah, I've made some bad choices, 'cause I'm only human, and I won't blame you for going. May won't find your soul. So I'll sit right here in my present, enjoying the peace I endure. 'Cause yeah, I used to know everything about what makes the world go. And I'm taking some time to understand that you reap what you sow, and I've got a little bit to go. now that we're only human. Let our future shine bright. It'll never be goodbye. 'Cause yeah, I used to know everything about what makes the world go. And I've taken some time to understand that you reap what you sow, and I've got a day on the time to go.
Hell yeah. Thank you, guys. All right. We are coming up to the end of the show. But is there any last minute shout outs? Where can people find you? Anybody you want to shout out? Any other groups or any other people in your life that you want to shout out? Now's the time.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Faith Marina. She's got an incredible voice as well. She's a great artist. A shout out to our friend Douglas Miles in Apache. That's a personal friend of mine who has greatly influenced me, as well as Eric. And he was actually one of the good friends that I had made that mentioned me and Eric should get into a band with each other. And it wasn't until AV and Johnny brought the invite upon me to be in a band that I was like, let me include Eric. And having other friends that are artists is significant. And if you want to find us on Instagram, we are Love Letter Music 24/7, and that's the same as TikTok as well. As far as other artists as well, Los Yesterdays, they are a great band, and shout out to Gabriel Rowland. He has also given us a significant amount of feedback that has been helpful, artist to artist. He's a really cool guy, and he has helped us out by giving us a listen and giving us feedback, and yeah, artists supporting artists is always an incredible thing. How about you guys?
Any shout outs?
Talk to my lawyer over there first, please.
Just a shout out to all the family and friends that have come out to our shows. We've been there, our day ones, excuse me. We got a couple of them here out on the side. They're always showing up to support, and shout out to Monica for always being there, and she's been always my number one person. Anytime I have a question about the band or suggestions or stickers or whatever it is, she's always been there. So I just wanted to give a special shout out to her.
Awesome. Anybody else got a?
Just much love to my family and my aunt, my uncles, and just all the good times that my family have shown. My stepdad, Jerry, has been an inspiration to me these past few years, and just living life and just doing the best you can. And shout out to the community and the fans. We have actual fans, which is cool. It's not just aunties and our cousins out there. They show up and we love them, and we we do it. Personally, I do it for my family. I do it for my friends and community, and then the people who like our music. Much love and respect.
Dang, I gotta add to mine. I took it too literal. I was all artist. Oh my God, which artist? Of course, shout out to my family, my mom and dad. They're both artists in their own way, as well as my mom's family of musicians. My uncles, my grandfather, he was a really big influence on me. My older sisters were also artists and have supported me through this journey. My mom more so as well. She has done a tremendous amount to help me grow as an artist and feel comfortable in the space of being an artist, even as far as letting me go to Roosevelt, the School of the Arts, back in 2010. As well as our family members and our friends that have been showing up to all of our gigs. Honestly, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that support, especially when it comes to our first gig, which was at the Art Hop at Studio It's. So shout out to Studio It's.
Shout out to Audrey.
Yeah, shout out to Audrey. She gave yes. See, it's so hard to remember everyone when it comes to getting asked a question.
Alan Wolf too is always supporting us too. So Hope,
Yes.
if you're watching, shout out to you. Much love and respect.
Yes.
For supporting us too. Give us that shot to get into a bigger venue.
Yes. Tremendous.
Yeah. Hopefully this picks me up, right? If not, again, just like people who support us, like Hope over there at Howlin' Wolf. She always gives us an opportunity to book us, and that's our first big venue that we played. And yeah, so if we don't have space to play, then what are we doing? We're gigging in the backyard, which we'll do anyway. But yeah, let's give it to our new father over there. So I think he needs to say hi to his little one.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
nephew.
Yeah, I'm the first one to have a kid in the band, so he's going to be the new groupie, and then when he gets older, he's going to be the roadie. So he's got a lot of gear to pick up. But a shout out first and foremost to my wife. So again, going back to the patience many summers ago, and then now and then into the future, she's been very understanding and patient with me coming in late and doing all the music things. So Jordan, thank you, love you. And then to my dad, especially because he's the one who introduced me to all this music. So Art Mendoza, he showed it to me. So without him, I wouldn't be playing the guitar in this particular genre. But also all the friends and family and the community as well. So just piggybacking off everyone else. But, thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much again. Can't, express how appreciative we all are for you guys to come in, and you guys doing what you do allows us to do what we do. And so we
really appreciate you guys with what you're doing. It's actually amazing what you guys are doing. It's impressive as well that you guys are putting in your own separate time to be able to put this message out that you guys are intending to put out. And I love that.
Awesome. I appreciate you saying that too. With that, thank you guys so much. Well, let's close out the episode. For you guys watching at home, thank you guys so much for watching it again. Thank you to Love Letter for joining us today. Go follow them on socials. If you're watching this after the fact, their socials will be in the description below. And if you are another band that wants to come on the show, or you want us to go to an event, or there's an event you think we really need to know about, you can reach us on setlistmedia.com. Our website, our own Diego put it together. He did a great job, and I think more people should go to it. But take care at home. You guys take care of yourselves and have a good rest of your night. And thank you for watching, and we love you all. Yeah. Goodbye.